Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Dama and excuse the background. I am in my garage. If you hear any external noise, it is my neighborhood here, and I even have the washer running. But I will be reviewing the DYU 26-inch electric bike. I will be having some timestamps here. If you kind of want to skip through the video, I will be unboxing it and showing you guys how I built it. I did see the DYU video to kind of reference myself when I was building it, so I will be linking that down below in the description. I will include like tidbits that I believe are useful if you're building it that were not included within that video, but I'm excited to check this out. This is my first electric bike, so I really don't have any other bike to really compare it to, so I will let you know my true feelings on the DYU 26-inch electric bike. So let's get started. For the unboxing, you will be needing a knife, and FYI, this is extremely well packaged. It did not come with a scrape or a dent. For the size and weight of it, I was surprised nothing was damaged. Alright guys, so I completely removed all the packaging. I would advise you, just because it's easier if it's just one person, to install the handlebars at least super quickly. It doesn't have to be aligned or anything. You can do that after. So all we're going to do is put the tire in. Make sure the brake goes in with this little disc. Okay. We're going to grab this little piece and go ahead and install it. So remove this end, remove this little coil, the screw end. Alright, so the handlebars do kind of come like attached to it with the brakes. So all you have to do is insert it into this little part here. So you're going to insert this in there, and then all you have to do is grab your Allen wrench and tighten it, and just make sure it's aligned. So mine looks pretty good, and if not, you know, we can always align it later. Just wanted to show you guys. Make sure it's nice and tight. The seat does come separately, so all you have to do is insert this in here. Once it's in there, grab this end and start screwing it. Once you can't screw it anymore, you can go ahead and clasp this down. So just insert it, grab the screw on the left-hand side, screw it as much as possible. And then once you can't tighten it anymore, go ahead and push this lever down to really secure the seat. We're going to go ahead and install the splash guard. There is a screw and washer. Go ahead and remove it from here. This is how it looks like. There is a tool that you can use in the bike, so go ahead and use that as well. Go ahead and insert it from front to back. You're going to grab a little light. So that's how it looks. I kind of screwed it on by hand just to kind of make it easier that you go ahead and use the tool. Alright, so now we're going to grab this part right here and attach it here. So we're going to first remove it. We're going to remove the screw and the washer. And then you're going to put this part in the front, the washer in, screw in, and go ahead and tighten it. And do the same on the other side. And now we're going to be unscrewing the left and right screws to go ahead and install the this part right here that stabilizes the basket. And now you're going to go ahead and grab that flat metal piece, insert the two screws, and go ahead and nudge that in in the hole in the basket to attach it to the upper part, kind of lower from the handlebars, and screw that in. You actually will not need an additional screwdriver. The tool already has a screwdriver. I just totally forgot to even check, but definitely use a screwdriver that is within that tool. And then go ahead and do kind of the same thing on the bottom. Install that flat metal piece on the bottom, screw it in so it's nice and stable to that other part that we installed, that's kind of like a black little shelf for the basket. And lastly, installing the pedals. Obviously the right pedal on the right hand side and the left pedal on the left hand side, using the tool shown, and you are ready to go once it's nice and tight. And thank you so much to DYU for gifting me this bike. I'm always appreciative and grateful to companies that reach out and would like to gift me a item so I can kind of really dissect and review the item. This is the C6 26-inch city electric bike. That's a mouthful. It does have a really nice smooth motor. It's a 350-watt motor. And as for the battery, it is nice that it is detachable. It's a 36-volt battery, and it has a range of 40 miles. And as for the seat, I am actually very particular with seats. I obviously want the most comfortable seat out there. This one was comfortable, at least for the first time that I used it. I don't really see myself changing it, but so far it does have really good shock absorption, at least the first time that I tried it. So far so good with the seat. And the brakes are Shimano, both front and rear. And you do have a nice orange basket in the front. If you don't really love orange, you can always change that. There's plenty of kind of baskets out in the market to change it. There's some really nice wire ones out there. And you also have that rack in the back if you do want to buy an additional accessory to add a little more storage if you'd like to kind of carry more while you're riding. And excuse my wobbliness, I was pregnant and my son is already 2 months old. So I hadn't ridden a bike in over a year, so I was like a little kid just having a ton of fun. But overall, I really like the bike. The building was really easy. I feel like if you could build it, anyone can build it. And the miles per hour, I'm not really sure how fast you can go, but I really don't see myself going any faster than what it already provides here around my neighborhood or kind of in a long pathway. And this is an overview of the bike. Here on the left hand side of the handlebar, you do have the horn. It is pretty loud, so you definitely can grab someone's attention with the horn. And here on the right hand side, you have the accelerator, so you kind of don't really want to put your hand right there just because it is pretty sensitive. That's the light for the front. And moving forward with the battery, you do have to remove the seat in order to remove the battery, and obviously you need the key as well to unlock it. But overall, I really don't find this annoying just because removing the seat is super easy. Just finished my ride. I am a little hot and sweaty, and I used it around my neighborhood. I feel like this would be perfect for a long pathway. Here around my neighborhood, there is a lot of housing, driveways, people kind of backing up, so just make sure you're careful when you are going pretty fast, because you do need that time to brake and stop just so you don't get into any accidents. And also something else that I do want to mention is make sure if you don't want to accelerate, remove your hand from the accelerator because it is pretty sensitive. I did kind of, once I was riding it, I had my hand on it and I didn't want to accelerate and I was accelerating. So just be mindful of that. Make sure you put your right hand on the kind of outer end of the handlebar. But other than that, I really liked it. Again, I don't have another electric bike to really compare it to, but for the price, you could tell that it's a nice and sturdy bike. It's good quality, and this will last you for a long time. If you guys happen to have this bike, make sure to comment down below anything that you'd like to kind of mention about this bike or any bikes that you recommend. Please let us know down below. And thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you give it a big thumbs up if you did, and also follow me on Instagram at thelmab425. And thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have an awesome day, and I will see you guys next time. Mwah.